plenty of live soccer action coming up on Fox Soccer Channel. Next Friday, the 29th, the Charleston Battery play host to the Puerto Rico Islanders as both fight for playoff possibilities in USL First Division at 8 p.m. And then the NSCAA Game of the Week, Battle of East versus West as UCLA hosts Maryland. But right now, we've got 45 more minutes of championship soccer in the USL 2. Can Charlotte come back from 2 goals down? Let's send it up to Andrew Bell and Dean Linke.
Thank you, Steve. And away we go then, as Cleveland look to build on that excellent first half performance. Charlotte with all the work to do.
You said it best at break, though. That's a team that can definitely come back, Andrew. They got a lot of heart, the Eagles team.
Well, they certainly don't give up. Here's Daka on the far side. Slip pass, and the ball comes in, but that's behind for a goal kick. Comfortable night so far for Mr. Reed in goal. And you see Josh Rife.
Comfortable. Remember, one was cleared off of his line early in this one, and then another one went right across the frame, a perfectly squared ball, but nobody there for Charlotte to hammer it in.
I'm just thinking back, though, I can't recall him making a save.
You're right.
Bundu there, left a little bit off that pass. Johnson plays it square to Shack. Now clipped forward by Brady Bryant. Swinehart gives chase and will concede a throw-in. Well done there, Dustin Swinehart. You see a good look at the veteran striker. He knows this game isn't over yet. Hodgkin, nice slip pass to Ryan Stewart, who for me was one of the standout players in the first half. Stewart, the Trinidad and Tobago player. Hodgkin drops it down the line. He's got a lot of work to do to get there. Got some pace as well, though, that play, but in the end, it just runs out. Was it's Anthony Stovall. Gave chase to no avail. Bryant up the middle now. Charlotte try and build a chance to get back into this game. Daka wants it to feet, but that's a poor ball given away. Cleveland will try and take advantage here. Nice touch. Bundu drifting across the middle. It's Stewart who will get there, will keep it in play. Has to turn away. Quick feet from the forward. He gets round his man. Drives it across. Good ball. Trapped there, though, to pick it up at the near post.
I could not agree more about your assessment of Ryan Stewart. Bundu's going to get all of the airtime after this one, but Ryan Stewart has been spectacular in setting up the big man Bundu.
Daka a bit flat-footed there as the ball came in, and now here is Bundu. Got nudged by Shack, but he stays on his feet, and that will be a throw-in. Actually, it was Bryant who gave him the shoulder. It'll be a throw-in now for Cleveland.
Good look there at Brady Bryant, and it was his actually bad pass that led to that last attack. As they're battling there a little bit, he and Bundu.
A little bit off the ball as well. But, yeah, and a bit more. No love lost there, so Bundu officially off the Brady Bryant Christmas card list.
They're going at it, and Brady Bryant play a little football. His dad, Bobby, played 14 years with the Minnesota Vikings, was a part of 4 Super Bowl teams. Of course, the Vikings lost them all. So Bryant's down in Columbia, South Carolina, and they've got an arena football team going on this year. His dad says, hey, they're having tryouts. The kid hasn't played football since middle school. He makes the team as a receiver, scores a touchdown in the first game. They find out he plays soccer. They cut the field goal kickers, and he's launching 50-yard bombs.
There you go, 2 sports for Brady.
That man right there on the ball.
Bryant. Can't say I'm a big fan of that game, must be honest with you. Not football, of course, but arena football.
It's the only football you care about, right, Andrew? And it's quality soccer out here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, that's a heavy challenge, but Charlotte come up with the ball. Swinehart being held tight there by, nice touch from Swinehart. There's a chance, and it's a good save for Eric Reed, and that's the first time, I think, that he's been tested, Dean.
Jonah Long coming in from his defensive midfielder position. As you said, a nice ball. He'll get this one from Swinehart. Long started it. Swinehart gives it right back to him, but right at Reed. And Reed, very athletic, not a real big goalkeeper. You were commenting on his height before the game, Andrew, but very athletic, a star at UCLA. And last time I checked, UCLA has been able to produce some pretty good goalkeepers.
Couldn't agree with you more. And Schulte there. Well, he'll watch this game at some point. You can see that that went through his legs, the defender. Pass from Swinehart. So Charlotte still with all the work to do as the ball is worked out to the far side. Played down the line, but the Cleveland City Stars come up with it. And now perhaps they can break. Bundu controls at the halfway line, holds off his man. And that looked like it went across the line. Finally, the referee says throw in. 10 off battling over there. And Cleveland will have a throw in now at the halfway line. 5 minutes gone in the second half. 2-0 to Cleveland, the home side. USL Second Division Championship game on Fox Soccer Channel tonight. Big night for these young players. Well, some of them not that young. Here's Bryant. And again, Bryant, they need to get the ball forward here, Charlotte. Herrera slips on the header. Swinehart digs in. He may get the better of Schulte, you know. No. Good defending from the centre half. Breaks down. Play on, says the referee. Advantage to the Eagles.
Better stuff from Herrera.
Herrera, well, he's made a meal out of that, but the play is still on here for Charlotte. Swinehart digs in, and that's a little bit late, you know. And that's going to be a yellow card for Dustin Swinehart. He didn't really make an attempt to play the ball there, Dean. I think that's a little bit of frustration creeping into his game.
Well, you're talking about the MVP going against the Defender of the Year in Schulte. We previewed it to start the show, and they have not disappointed. And it seems like actually Schulte's been on the ground more than Swinehart is. Swinehart's taken him down a couple times with a couple chips.
I'll take back what I just said. I think the ball was there to be won, but he didn't win it, did he? He caught the player. So he's booked. And we'll just need to be aware of that. It's a free kick now for Reed and the City Stars. Put it out to this near side. Herrera after it. Conceded there, the throw-in by Cleveland, so Charlotte will have possession back. As they look for a ball.
It's good that you got Herrera on the screen right now. You had him on there a second ago because it was good to see his touches. You said he made a meal out of it, but Mark Steffens knows if he's going to get back in this one, Herrera's got to be involved. He had 9 goals and 6 assists just behind his top man, Swinehart. This guy here, Herrera's got to play more for Charlotte.
Yeah, they need to get the ball to his feet. He's not one that can really do much with an aerial battle. He does have good technical ability. Daka can turn. Gets it up to Swinehart. Again, allowed to turn. He chips in. It's straight to the keeper. He was just trying to play a little diagonal ball in there, but didn't catch it right.
So Daka making that run right down the middle, Andrew. He did have Herrera on his right-hand side, though. I thought he'd slice it back there to the number 10 man.
Bryant made no attempt to play the ball there and led with the arm, and that is going to be a little bit painful for Bundu, and so that little battle continues.
Both sides, right? You've got the Schulte-Swinehart battle on one side, and over here you've got the Brady-Bundu battle. Let's see if he gets an elbow on his head.
I mean, he's nowhere near the ball and leads with the elbow. Didn't swing it though, just led with it.
He did just reach out though to give Bundu a 5 to apologize for that little move. So good sportsmanship you're going to see on these two teams.
Yeah, that's the old sorry about that, and watch out, I'm about to do it again. Here's the free kick. Poor free kick. Swinehart heads it down. May not have been 10 yards. As Cleveland try and play their way out of trouble. They need to be careful. And in the end, the clearance is just to the halfway line. Cleveland come up with possession.
Pottinger.
It is Pottinger over there. Bundu with a touch, but he's going to lose possession. Is he to Shaq? Yes. Now Rife up the line. Play on, says the referee. Advantage Charlotte. 4 against 4 here as they push on. They've got players overlapping on this near side. It was Herrera.
Wide open, Andrew.
Couldn't pick him out, though. Just didn't quite have the vision to look up there. So a throw-in for Charlotte, who remain 2 goals behind here. All or nothing tonight, as Bryant looks to drive it down the middle. Blocked away by Schulte. Herrera in with a quick challenge. Charlotte push on. Daka now. Sends it wide. That's a good ball. They've 3 in the middle. To the byline, he goes to ground. He couldn't stay on his feet, could he? And was that Cabway over there? And it'll be a goal kick for the Cleveland City Stars.
Joseph Cabway, like Daka, from Zimbabwe.
States is also the official home for some of your very own Cleveland City Stars players.
Eric Reed just taking his time with the restarts. He's aware of the clock ticking down. Be a historic first title for this young franchise if they could hang on to this scoreline. Bundu battling, but he doesn't really get near it. Good header down the line there. Rife controls. He kept that one in play briefly. And finally, it's across there for a throw-in at the halfway line.
Indeed, Cleveland City Stars in just their 2nd season. You heard Steve Bell talk about the fact they've only lost 5 games in 2 seasons. They were knocking on the door last year in their 1st season. They lost 4 to 5 players that moved on.
Well played there. Cross to the back post and headed over. It was Jason Hodgkin who found himself unmarked towards the back post. And, well, I wish that he could have that one back, really.
Yeah, well, Bundu on his right foot gets it over to Hodgkin and right to the head of him, and this one sails over the crossbar by about 5 feet. But Bundu, if he's not scoring, he's delivering some picture-perfect passes.
Yeah, it was a good ball, and Ben Johnson there just caught watching the play develop. Lost Hodgkin at the back post. It was a good chance, really.
This is my big shot.
And here come Cleveland again. Bundu. That was a strong challenge from Shaq. Bundu again, this time on the far side. Gets away from Shaq. Gives it away, though. Rife up the middle. Daka. Nice little back heel, and here comes Rife. Ploughing forward. Trying to pick out Herrera. Herrera has it at his feet. Slips it wide. Played in, it took a deflection. Now Herrera again. And still, there's a ball driven in, headed away. Herrera. Has he got the skill to get past these 2 defenders? He doesn't, but he'll earn his side a throw-in down by the corner flag.
Go on, guys, go on, guys!
And you're looking really there at some tenacious defending from Cleveland, who absolutely don't want to concede here. It would change the game completely if Charlotte could get one back. Right now, it's comfortable 2-0 lead for the Cleveland City Stars. Long throw coming into the near post, headed behind. The referee says corner kick, and there's going to be a substitution, Dean.
Yeah, it's going to be Gustavo Ventos who will come into the game. Here's a guy that played quite a bit in Chile and Uruguay, and it was the sports ministry that called him to the Charlotte Eagles. But here's a guy who's played at a high level in front of 100,000 people plus. He can flat out score goals, and that's what they need. Down 2-0, they'll take a defender out and put in a guy who's quality in front of the net.
So there's the reaction from the Charlotte bench to the 2-0 deficit. That's a chance for Swinehart. He doesn't put it away. Should have scored, really. Got it on target, but it's cleared off the line. It's not over yet, though. The danger. In for Swinehart, and it's wide. I think it came off his shoulder. Goal kick.
Well, Well, I'll tell you one thing, Eric Reed's going to take Godfrey Tenoff to dinner a couple times because that's twice he's cleared apparent goals off the line. Watch this one come in. Then Tenoff's going to be sitting right over there. There he is. Just clears it away. That's the second time that man has saved a goal, denying Charlotte of their first goal in this one.
He's such a poacher, Swinehart. There's the second chance. That's just wide, you know. To be fair to him, it was a difficult one. He didn't have much time to get a backswing away on the shot. Got it on target. That's a nice flick, and Swinehart gets in behind here. Edge of the 18, still battling hard. Schulte sliding in. That's not Schulte, is it? That's Westerman. Throw in Charlotte. Swung into the back post, and again the header on target, but Reed's there, and a comfortable catch for the goalkeeper.
But Andrew, that's Gustavo Bentos, who just came into the game. He's got some nice size, strong upper body, and they need that back there when you're talking about going against Westerman and Schulte.
Nice flick header on there, away by Reif. Daka can't control. Stewart can, he brings it down nicely. Tolleson inside, now back out to Tolleson. Just going to have to be lumped away here. Shack heads down. Herrera, nicely done. Daka across the middle. Now out to Reif on the far side. And finally, the tackles. Well, I was going to say break down Charlotte, but it's a free kick in the end for the Eagles. Quick turn. Here's Herrera, nice first touch. Chance for Charlotte here. A little bit of a shirt tug there, but the referee didn't see it. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland.
As they say in England, lovely first touch by Herrera. Perfectly played.
Halfway threatening there. And we've got a player down at the halfway line, and I think it's Bundu, you know. There's the tug of the jersey. Well done there by Jason Hodgkin, winning that little one-on-one battle.
Push there with Kabwe, and Bundu grabbing his leg there. He's given everything and then some.
Yeah, he's had a big night. He should have got 2 goals. Was denied by the AR, the assistant referee. But he does have one. Nicely hit ball, and maybe just took a blow to the thigh there above the knee. Let's hope it's not too serious, because he has been one of the highlight players of this game. There's a look at the head coach.
Yeah, Martin Rennie. Here's a guy, as I said in the open, that has done well everywhere he's been, in Cascade as well, and just a young coach. And talked about the fact that in this day of age, you can't be a dictator as the head coach. You got to let the players play. You got to be in there with them, he said, and it's certainly working out well for him here in Cleveland.
And he needs to tell his fellow countrymen about that theory, the Manchester United head coach, who I think he does what he likes. So it's Bundu coming off. That's a shame. Adam Rood's going to come on to replace him. It must be troublesome, though, to bring him out of the championship game here with just under half an hour to go.
Of course, Adam Rood had 8 goals and 3 assists for the Charlotte Eagles last year, and he was the guy that scored the big goal to knock off Richmond in Richmond to push them back here for the championship game. So Rood certainly knows quite a bit about the Charlotte Eagles, having played there last year.
I'm not sure what caused that injury to Bundu. It was noted during the play. Throw-in now for Cleveland, who with 64th minute, 2-0 up, look well on the way to finishing this one off, unless Charlotte can answer. Cleveland with it, slip it through the middle. It's worked out to the far side. Godfrey Tenoff there. Looks like Ryan Stewart's gone up front now to partner Hodgkin. And beaten to the ball there, Stewart. Nice touch. Here's Kabwe forward to Swinehart. Allowed to turn. Chips it in. Good touch again. It's a chance here for Charlotte. Reed bravely off his line, and he does just enough. Hodgkin brings it down and has to go to ground to keep possession. Now Stewart, can he slip on the pass? Got caught there by Shaq, and that's a yellow card for Steve Shaq.
Shaq got that big long leg in there, the former UCLA Bruin on Stewart, who's been so dangerous the entire night. Shaq doing anything he can to stop Stewart. We'll see here now, Stewart is getting ready to take off, and he flat out clipped him right there. Instant yellow card for sure.
He knew what he was doing. He didn't want to risk the break there, because he'd never have caught up with Stewart. Just clipped him, so a free kick now from the Cleveland City Stars. Into the middle, straight through to the goalkeeper. That's a simple foot trap. Throws it out, and that's not the best ball away. As Hodgkin is knocked to the ground by Brady Bryant. That's going to be a free kick just outside the D there.
When all else fails, just tackle him, even if it's at the top of the box. And this man here, Hodgkin, how many times has he been on the ground?
Even have the wind behind them in this second half. Let's have a look at that. Well, some contact, wasn't there? And the referee really right on the spot. He had no real choice.
His dad was a defensive back, knew how to kick players down. Maybe learned a little bit something from Bobby Bryant.
But maybe. Needs to leave that off the soccer field, though. He's put his team in a bit of a spot of bother here. As Ryan Stewart, I think, is going to be the player to take it. We'll see. Schulte, maybe. If it's Schulte, you're looking at a hammer-style approach. Don't want to be in that wall. And it's a yellow card for time wasting. Delay of game. Jason Kerner, the man in charge. That's a little bit harsh for me. And it is slipped on target, but blocked away by the wall. Little under hit there as Schweinhart gets rocked and knocked to the ground. Charlotte get it away. That's got to be a free kick as Schulte took the player out. Jonah Long appealing for a yellow card, which you don't want to see, Dean. Let the referee do his job.
Got the hammer on. That was a little better ball, though, from this man Bryant, as some of his balls out of the back have gone missing, but that one had him off to the race, and Schulte really didn't have a choice but to lay him on the ground.
Yellow. It's a drifting ball in. It's headed away. Rude after it. Slips it down the line. Has he got the pace? He does. Fires it forward. Hodgkin now will give chase. Shaq is there. Well played by Shaq. And Charlotte play it away out of the back.
Hodgkin's still running, though. He ran all the way from this side. Look, he's still on it, trying to... I'll tell you, they do some defending, the guys up top, Cleveland City Stars. I like that, Andrew. When you got your forwards doing that high pressure, it's going to make it hard for Charlotte to get back in this one.
Here's Schweinhart out to this near side. Charlotte needs a goal. Herrera plays it simple and square. Aaron Toby looking for some movement, finds a player over there in Rife. Now Daka can't get the cross in. Rife sends it in early, and it's a chance for Charlotte behind for a goal kick. And let's send it down to Steve Bell on the sidelines and see if we can't learn about that injury to Bundu.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, obviously, Salio Bundu having a fantastic game, scoring his goal and maybe setting up a couple others. You see he's got a lot of ice on that right leg. I spoke with the team doctor, Anthony George, here for Cleveland. He said he got kicked in the first half in the right thigh, and then he got kicked again in the second half, and that was enough to knock him out of the game. But keep in mind, guys, the sub that came in for him, Rude, he's the guy that put this team in the championship game, as he came on as a sub and scored a goal in the 99th minute in the semis. So they don't lose much, but they lose a great player who played in the first half.
Well, Andrew, he's going to need to be able to walk, though, because if they hang on to this 2-0 lead, I think he's going to be collecting some hardware as the MVP. He was outstanding when he was in there.
He was. He did have a good game. Look, a very impressive bandage they put on his leg. And thank you, Steve. Good to see you're working hard down there on the sideline. There's the ball chipped forward, and Stewart, has he got the pace to get there? Well done by the keeper, but he's out of position. Chance here. Hodgkin. Good save. And it's going to be a corner kick.
There's Trapp running all over the place. This time came off of his line to get out there. And let's take a look at this one as it comes in here. Hard tackle a moment ago. Hodgkin, and he just gets his fingers there as Trapp was way out of position when he came out the first time. Big save, though, Andrew.
Was a big save, making up for his really, it wasn't the best position. He got caught out of position, and had it been a better first touch just outside the box, it would have been 3-0. There was some lusty challenges flying, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a corner kick now for Cleveland. And Ryan Stewart comes across to take it. Charlotte with some defending to do. Well, it's still 2-0. They'll feel they have a chance. They can't concede a third, though. It's not the best corner. It's not cleared very well yet. Now helped on. Headed back to the halfway line. Tollison tries to step past Daka, who continues to give chase. Reed gets it away. Headed down in the middle. Jonah Long to Swinehart. Now Daka. Out to the substitute on the far side. Bentos. Caught in possession. Rife blocks the through ball. Daka caught again in possession there. It's a critical stage of the game with 20 minutes to go. I've just got a feeling if Cleveland can hang on for another 10 minutes or so, Dean, it's going to be too much for Charlotte to come back.
Well, the defense for Cleveland looking solid, including the defensive midfielder Josh Westerman, number 15, who just came out a second ago with that tenacious tackle in the middle of the park. He's been solid, and that could be one of the reasons why we haven't seen Herrera a whole lot. His job is to play the shadow in the middle. There he is on it now. He did a good job.
Yeah, Swinehart waiting for the ball to feet. Here's Stewart. They need to be wary of his ability. As Hodgkin goes to ground, that'll be a free kick. Shaq is the player. And, has he been booked already, Shaq?
He has, so they're not going to give him one here, I don't believe.
He needs to be very careful, and that is a last warning from Jason Kerner, the referee.
I think when Martin Rennie looks at that one, though, it's interesting now. He's just flat out said, Hodgkin, you're going to play up top here with this 2-0 lead. One thing I do like about Cleveland, though, is they're still playing. A lot of teams with a 2-0 lead, they'll go into that super shell, but Cleveland's still playing. They're still going at goal.
It is the right strategy, in my opinion, because so often when you see teams try to defend, it just invites pressure. And I think Cleveland, well, they're going to make a change here. And it's going to be Ryan Stewart coming off, I believe.
It is, and that's tough. We got Boonda with Stewart asking why he's coming off. He was absolutely wonderful from Trinidad and Tobago. Scored a ton of goals at Lindsey Wilson College. Coming into the game, though, will be Milo Lavati, and he's not a bad player either, but that's a little more defensive move now. So finally, Rennie's saying, okay, I do have this 2-goal lead.
Well, we'll see. As we said, sometimes that doesn't really pay off. Thrown out this time. Good throw from the goalkeeper. Nicely done there. Daka plays it square. Toby sets it back for Brady Bryan. Shaq wants it now and controls. Slips it forward. Now out to Rife on the left. Darren Toby almost got caught in possession. Here's Bryant. And well, finally, their luck runs out, Charlotte, as they just end up overplaying it in the back, and Cleveland come up with it. Slip round the outside. Hodgkin gives chase. He'll get there, Holds it up. Strong player. Still with the ball at his feet. Played into the top of the 18, but Charlotte hold them off, and now Herrera can bring it forward to the halfway line. Swinehart still full of running. Slipped out to Daka. He's got Toby on this near side. Tackled.
Jeremy Tollison has been outstanding at left back, handling everything coming down the left side, whether it's Herrera or Taka, doesn't matter.
Touch a little bit heavy there, but he'll earn a throw-in. 74th minute. Cleveland City Stars 2-0 up at home. against Charlotte in the championship game. And now a throw-in for the Charlotte Eagles. Bryant has to go and retrieve the ball. Up the line it goes. They're looking for Swinehart, who was not ready for that. Rude. And given away. Swept forward for Bentos. He's not going to catch up to it. Otieno passing it out the back for Cleveland. Nicely done there. A little bit risky, but gets away with it. And finally, a throw-in for the Cleveland City Stars at about the halfway line on the far side.
Good look at Godfrey Tenoff. His teammates give him a hard time. Says he's Jamie Foxx look-alike. When you get up close to him, he does look like the talented actor, musician Jamie Foxx.
Hey, that's not bad though, is it? I'm sure doesn't do him too much harm. Here's Rude. Slips through the gap. He's tackled though. And it's just got a bit scrappy in the last 5 minutes, which would suit Cleveland.
Yeah, they'll take it right now, and they're winning balls. You know, again, they're not going into that shell, and in 2 minutes, when they've got your offensive players putting on pressure in the middle of the field, that's going to help. Let's see if Swinehart gets something done here.
Turns into trouble, loses possession.
Team defending, Rude's a forward, came back in support.
Hodgkin's offside there, certainly, and good step there from Shaq to expose him. Charlotte are going to make another change. And, well, we have a moment. Let's do the Sprint Turf scoring summary. Well, they still credit Otieno with a goal. I think that's wrong. And Bundu certainly with the second goal in the 39th minute. It's 2-0 Cleveland with 15 minutes to go.
You have pretty strong feelings about Bundu's other goal as well, I believe, Andrew.
Certainly, he was denied. It was definitely a goal by the linesman as Bentos flicks on. Swinehart chases, but it's always going to be Eric Reed to catch.
We'll see you there after the game.
Yeah, Eric Reed's been sharp in the goal for Cleveland City Stars.
Hodgkin gets the better of Shaq briefly.
I can't imagine a scenario that this guy's never been fit. Remember, Hodgkin, it took him a while, about middle of the season, before Martin Rennie let him back on the team, and this guy's never stopped running.
There's a handball there. I agree. Nice pass down this near side. It's Swinehart. Swinehart plays it in early, looking for Bentos. Has to go chasing it. Brings it down and tackled. And now a chance for Charlotte. Corner kick.
Clever play, though, by Bentos. Took that nice delivery from Swinehart, played it back to himself to get around this guy here, Musa Atieno. This guy is a living legend, though, over in Kenya. More than 100 caps for his national team. He's an icon.
Kenyan sensation. Herrera, though, trying to swing it in over his head. It's a half chance. Otieno got that touch away. Now Daka to the back post, overhit it. You could see what he was trying to do there, Dean, trying to pick out Bentos at the back post, but just left too much on it. It's an artificial surface they play on up here in Cleveland, which of course is much different than the natural grass. Massive fan of it myself as Eric Reed drives it clear. Flicked on there by Laverty, but Charlotte will have possession. They need to get this ball forward with just over 10 minutes to go. Bentos slips the header. Trot on the ball there. Daka has it. Bentos goes to ground. He was muscled off it by Otieno. Now Rude. Quick first touch. Behind Hodgkin, unlucky. Shaq steps up, chips in. Flag stays down. Herrera, back across the middle. Awkwardly away. Swinehart into the middle. This time it's a good tackle from Cleveland to break up the danger.
Nice drop, though, by Swinehart.
Ruda tries to play it in, and you know, with Charlotte pressing, they're going to leave themselves a bit exposed, aren't they?
Well, the difference is, though, you don't have Bundu and Stewart up there, though, to make those runs. Hodgkin, as fit as he is, got to be a little bit tired and does not have that same pace.
Doesn't really have that same quality either, but he certainly works hard. Rude steps past his man, well played, and he's flying forward here. He's got Hodgkin square, could go it alone, you know, goes past Shaq and into the box. His shot was going wide. Good run, but comes to nothing.
Good run. That was a marathon. You kidding me? The guy went 80 yards all by himself. He's going to take it again.
He's having another chance. He's got to finish here.
Oh, my.
Just wide. Unlucky. Corner kick.
Potiker was going for that one, but Rude was the man that caused all of that, single-handedly dancing around 3 orange jerseys, and then Trapp came out of the goal as well. Should be 3-0 right now. Let's take a look at it here. Is Trapp's clearance not very good. Potiker wins it. Rude gets back on it. Now watch Potiker. He gets in it. Did not first time it. Oh, he won it on his left foot. That's why.
I think that's very generous defending from Charlotte, which is not like them. Kevin Trapp kicked it straight to the Cleveland player. Tenoff is coming off. Sarkodie coming in. Kwame Sarkodie. And it's going to be a corner for Charlotte.
Sarkodie name is familiar to USA. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Into the back post, headed down on target. Taken by Trapp at the far post rather. And that's a better clearance from the keeper. Just bangs it forward. Headed up and away by Cleveland. Schulte and Daka challenge.
That's why they are proud to announce
well played on the far side. There was a foul there. The referee will allow the advantage. Here's the substitute. Sarkodie gets past his man. Can he do it again? No, but he'll earn his side a corner kick. Oh, no, a goal kick. Must have come off his toe.
Wow, Sarkodie looked good, though. But how about Godfrey Tenoff over here on the right side of getting that one started? He is a talent player. You said that a couple times, but Sarkodie, his brother, a star for Indiana, an All-American there, and part of the great U.S. youth teams that did so well up in the Youth World Cup in Canada.
So it'll be a goal kick now as they make another change. I think it's Lee Brandt who's coming on, and you know what? With 8 to 9 minutes left, is this the coach saying, "Get in there, boys! You're going to win the game. Let's get some minutes for all of you." Charlotte, they're not going to give up. You know, it's Herrera on the ball, still in this game, but they need to score. Good clearance.
Good clearance by that man, Anthony Stovall. He was the guy, actually, that made that great run down the right side, not Tenoff. And he plays like Tenoff, though, a former midfielder, good out of the back.
Does a bit, doesn't he? Liebrandt plays that one over the top. Straight through to Kevin Trapp. Trapp leans back, punts forward. Bentos flicks on for Swinehart. Nice ball out to the far side. Daka there. Swinehart quickly into the box. Played across the middle. It's a poor ball. Did that come off the eyebrow of the player? No, goal kick. Thought it might have skimmed his head there on the way through. 83rd minute. Not long to go now.
A little smile there from Eric Reed you saw a second ago. This guy played for California Victory last year in the USL First Division, searching for a club, and may have found a championship side here in Cleveland.
Good for him. Difficult year, of course, with the Victory. Didn't have that many victories. Looking for a foul there, Sarkodie. It wasn't really much contact. Gets up, and now Daka plays it round the corner for Rife. Back inside now to Daka. They're going to have to start playing it forward here. Earlier, I think. That's going to be a free kick, and now they'll have a chance to play it in. There's
Potiker on the foul, 4-time Big Ten player, 2-time All-American, the only sophomore captain for Barry Gorman at Penn State, the alma mater of the leader of USL, Tim Holt. Another great job by Tim putting these championships together.
I had a chance to chat with Tim before the game. Here's Shaq laying it into the box, headed away by Cleveland, and then a good clearance into the half. The Charlotte half, it's Shaq again on that right foot, drives it forward. Half chance here, as Bentos tried to flick it on. And now it's 2 against 1 here briefly. Sarkodie gets it wide. A little bit of fouling off the ball by the players rushing on. There's no need for a third goal, of course, and now Cleveland possess. Down the line it goes. Here's Liebrandt, couldn't hold it up. And so Charlotte will try and build. They're tackled as they bring it away. Throw-in Eagles, halfway line far side. We're approaching the last 5 minutes. Reif just hammers it forward. Otieno heads away. Good header to the halfway line. And Bryant, bit tired there, got caught by Liebrandt. Can he get round his man? He can! Shot saved at the near post, it's still alive. And finally, Kevin Trapp hangs on to it.
Good work there by Liebrandt. You said it best, though, Andrew. The field is completely wide open now as Charlotte is pressing to try to get back in this one, and they'll knock it out of bounds as a player is down. That's Toby, Darren Toby, also from Trinidad and Tobago.
Slow to get up, isn't he? I'm just looking down at some of the body language. And well, Brady Bryant looks like he's run himself into the ground. He is absolutely shattered. Toby's going to have to come off, you know, which means Dan Harvey will come on. There he is. So he'll get a taste of the championship game. But there's precious little time remaining now for Charlotte. Will this be a historic night for the Cleveland City Stars? They hope so.
What a wonderful crowd here. An unbelievable job the City Stars have done in just 2 seasons. Cleveland State has been fantastic, and it starts from the top. Their president, Jonathan Ortlip, their executive director, Dr. Aaron Treadway, Mark Geisbauer is the general manager, and Martin Rennie. A true collaborative effort here to form the City Stars. Just their 2nd season and 5 minutes away from taking the USL D2 title.
I think they look good for it at the moment, but Shaq will be thinking otherwise. Now Daka slips it forward to Swinehart. Probably needs to get it wide here. Swinehart slips it into the middle. Bentos plays it wide. Half chance for Bentos. Hits it well. Back across the middle. 2-1. Charlotte reply. And it's game on again, Dean.
Indeed it is. Stop the presses here and do not inscribe that trophy as Joseph Kabwe. He played at Costa Carolina from Zimbabwe. Keeps it alive. Give Gustavo Bentos credit as well. He thought there was a handball before it, but Bentos keeps this one alive. Here he is, the talented MVP. Swinehart will drop it. This one comes back to Swinehart. Never stops battling. Bentos takes a shot, thought it was a handball. When it comes back in, there's Kabwe, and right back in it. There's never give up, never say die. Charlotte Eagles.
It was a nice hit from Bentos, wasn't it? He smashed it, but blocked away, and in the end, just a scrappy finish. And deserving of it as Otieno heads down. Well done. It'll be a nervy last 3 or 4 minutes.
Gustavo Bentos there again, Andrew.
Well, that's his job. Get forward and make a nuisance of yourself.
That body doesn't hurt him.
Ryan, he just looks completely shattered. Just in the right corner of your screen there. 3 minutes to go, plus time added on. And Cleveland really have some defending to do. It's Swinehart underneath it. He flicks on. Well played there by Charlotte. Slipped into the middle. Otieno, good clearance. Bryant gets it down the line to Swinehart. Bryant again, but he didn't really try and he led with his arm, didn't he? Handball. So a free kick for Cleveland. These 2 teams playing at the end of what's been a long season.
There's the captain, Swinehart. He really deserves all the credit for that last goal as they're pressing again this side. But Dustin Swinehart, we said it earlier, Andrew, he's 34 years old, and he's playing out there like he's 14. He just absolutely plays with unbridled love and passion on the field, and how much fun is it to watch? There he is again.
Yeah, beating in the air there. It's those 34-year-old legs catching up with him, maybe. And he's just fouling there, Liebrandt, just doing his job, trying to finish this one off. He's going to get booked, you know. A little bit of unsportsmanlike behaviour, but he knows that every second counts at this point. Minute and a half of regulation. There'll be a throw-in for Cleveland as Trapp failed to get the ball forward cleanly. Coach Martin Rennie looking on. Hodgkin gets it round to Lee Brandt, and now a chance, surely a third! Wide of the target, saved by the goalkeeper Trapp, who keeps Charlotte in it. It's going to be a corner kick.
Derek Pottinger, that's the second time. Remember the last one, he could have shot it with his right foot, wanted it on his left. This one he had to take with his right foot here. And a good save there by Trapp. That's twice Pottinger was denied.
Yeah, tried to put a bit of disguise on it, but he couldn't beat the keeper. As Cleveland now play the short corner, and it'll be a goal kick. Not long to go. Can they hang on? Charlotte need to get the ball forward quickly. We'll see if we can pick out how much time they're going to add on here in a few seconds. Bryant's having to come off. He's run himself into the ground, as we said before.
Chad Smith.
Well done. So, as you said, Dean, Chad Smith in. Trapp this time gets it into play. Swinehart has to dig it out, though, and he'll just lump it forward. Give him something to chase. Schulte underneath it. Hooks the ball away. They're going to add 3 minutes on, so mark your watches. Smith gives chase and plays it back to the goalkeeper. Here they come again, Charlotte.
Little final countdown music being played here.
A bit early for the final countdown. There's still a couple of minutes to go, you know. I guess unless they play the whole song. It's a foul conceded by Bentos, which will take another 30 seconds off the clock. They really have a go at you, Charlotte. Never say die. Sarkodie now for Cleveland. Gets round his man, brought down. Free kick for the City Stars. It's a yellow card.
Yeah, that was
the Eagles player Smith.
Clear yellow, and I think you said it best. First Bentos, last thing they want right now is allow Cleveland to take their time, get behind the ball. The clock is the worst enemy now for the Charlotte Eagles, who
play it into the corner. It's Lee Brandt just trying to finish this one off now. Free kick Charlotte, though. No throw-in, says the referee.
Throw it to Charlotte, and as much as you want to talk about Cleveland City Stars in just their second season, how about the Charlotte Eagles? Are they a model franchise in this league? Mark Steffens and Tom Engstrom have been getting it done for a long, long time, built around that sports ministry program. Fantastic story.
One ball forward, Bentos underneath it, drops down, Schulte heads away, and flag was up, so it'll be a free kick here, and with a minute left, this may be all she wrote for Charlotte. Cleveland can sense it. You can feel it in the crowd. They're looking at the clock. They can't wait for that final whistle. What a night for the City Stars. Reed will take all the time he can. The referee telling him to get on with it. Not long left as it comes through the goalkeeper. Got to get good distance on this punt. Doesn't really. And that's going to be difficult for Herrera to keep in. He can't keep it in.
Got to remember Terry Boss, the goalkeeper of the year for Charlotte, not able to play in this one. And as good as the saves were from Trapp, it's been a tough night for a goalkeeper who's not played a whole lot of minutes this year.
That's a big ask, isn't it? As he drives that one forward, that's better. Flicked on, away by Otieno. The referee looks at his watch. Daka controls. Cleveland come up with it. Pottinger. The referee has seen enough, though. Blows his whistle. And the City Stars win this one. 2 goals to 1. It was a late fight back by Charlotte, Dean. But in the end, a historic night for Cleveland.
Two quality teams, but a well-deserved championship for Cleveland City. They looked Charlotte straight in the eye a couple of weeks ago. They do it here again. A great story. Martin Rennie, congratulations to the City Stars, your 2008 USL 2 champions.
Celebrating, and as well they might. Handshakes all round. Good performance tonight from Charlotte. Game performance. They really had to go at Cleveland in the late going. But the City Stars, too strong at home, win this one by a score of 2-1. They're celebrating, and why not? All right, we're going to go to break here. Cleveland are the USL Second Division champions. We'll be right back with more after this.